I'm Heidi with Gleaners Community Food Bank, and we're here at our learning garden, the Detroit Food Zoo. Today, we're going to talk about the 6 different parts of the plant: the root, the stem, the leaves, the flower, the fruit, and the seed. Did you know we can eat all 6 parts? Join me in the garden and I'll show you a few examples. We're going to start with the roots. The roots of a plant anchor it in the soil and allow it to absorb nutrients and water to help it grow. The part of a plant that we're going to talk about that grows below the soil is actually a potato. This is a potato plant, and while we don't eat this leafy green top part, the delicious spuds grow right below the ground. To harvest them, we'll have to do some digging. I've got my digging fork. Push it in nice and hard. Bend it backwards and see what we find. All right. Oh, what do you know? A beautiful potato. The stem of a plant allows a plant to stand tall and helps water and sugar travel up to the leaves, kind of like a straw. If you've ever eaten celery, then you've eaten a stem. This is our celery plant. So you can see these big tall stalks are the part of the plant that you usually eat. Most of the plant is actually a stem. Trim off the leaves and wash, it's ready to enjoy as a snack. My favorite way to eat celery is dipped into creamy peanut butter or even with hummus. The leaves are important because they perform photosynthesis, and all that means is converting sunlight into sugar, creating their own food. When you eat a salad or have lettuce on your sandwich, you're likely eating a leaf. This is a kale plant, and we eat the leaves of the kale plant. To harvest, you snap off at the stem, strip the leaf away from the stem. You would chop this up and enjoy it in a salad or a smoothie. We all know flowers look beautiful and smell amazing. Did you know that there are some flowers that you can eat? The part of the plant that's called the flower actually helps it reproduce, which means make more plants. Fun fact, broccoli is a flower. You'll notice each one of these tiny little buds makes up an individual flower, creating the broccoli crown that we eat. To harvest, first, you slap away all the stems to pull back to show your beautiful crown. And then, snap the broccoli head away. Now, after you wash it, it'll be ready to enjoy in a stir fry or even eaten raw. The fruit. Now this one can be a little tricky because what makes something a fruit is not its sweet flavor, but if it stores seeds for the plant. Things like beans, pumpkin, squash, cucumbers, and apples are all fruits. A fruit you may be familiar with is the strawberry. Let's take a look. You'll see on this beautiful ripe strawberry all of the tiny seeds that it uses to create more plants. Not all fruits are sweet. Some fruits are actually spicy. This pepper, because it stores the seeds inside of it, is also a fruit. We can see all the tiny seeds inside that could be planted to grow more pepper plants. The seeds. Seeds, when planted in the ground, grow into more corn plants. And you guessed it, we eat those too. Let's take a look at a few that you may have tried. I'm standing next to a corn stalk, and boy, is it tall. This is an ear of corn, and this is the part that you eat. Let's take a look. This is called shucking the corn. Okay. Each kernel on this ear of corn is actually a seed, and if dried and planted, would grow into a whole nother corn plant. How many corn plants do you think you could get off of just this one cob? Now that we've learned about all 6 parts of the plant, it's time to play, drum roll please, guess the plant part. Here's how you play. I'm going to pull out a type of plant from this bag, and you get to play along at home by guessing which part of the plant it is. I'll start with an easy one. A green pear. If you guessed a fruit, and you guessed correctly. All right, next plant is a cauliflower. There's a clue in that name. Cauliflower, which is closely related to broccoli, is a flower. All right, next up, a sweet potato. This sweet potato is grown underground in the soil and is part of the root system. Here we have asparagus. It's tall and it's sturdy. It's part of the stem. A head of purple cabbage. For this veggie, you eat the leaves. And last but not least, we have something inside of this green bean. Any guesses as to what that might be? If you guessed the seed, then you're correct. Great job guessing, and the fun doesn't have to stop here. You can keep playing this game at home around your next meal or snack by trying to guess which part of the plant your food came from and sharing what you learned with your family. Thank you for joining us today. We hope we planted a seed of curiosity in your growing minds and hearts.